Taking a trip with your cousin. I remember those days as well. Those were fun. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Mere and welcome to a new review for a 2024 movie. And this time I'm gonna make a review for a Film Fest Gent movie. And the Film Fest of Ghent is this yearly film festival in my hometown of Ghent that every year I go to, and I try to watch some of these new movies of every year. And this time I made a selection of 9 movies from 2024 that I'm gonna see in like 10 days, give or take. And I'm planning to do a review on every of the 9 movies I'm gonna watch in this time period. And the first movie that was on my planning, the first movie on my list, was a movie that is named A Real Pain. And A Real Pain is a movie that before I went to see it in the theater, I did not know a whole lot about this movie. The reason that I basically wanted to see this movie was that I saw that it was written and directed by Jesse Eisenberg, the actor Jesse Eisenberg. And that really caught my attention, and I was actually curious. I wanted to see what Jesse Eisenberg can do as a director and as a writer. So, because I already know him as an actor, but so now I want to see some other talents. Also, he's still in one of the main roles, so we still see him acting in this movie. And also, Kieran Culkin is in this movie to play his cousin. And the movie is basically about these two cousins. And at the beginning of the movie, their grandmother died, and her grandmother had some Polish heritage, I mean. And it was her will, her final will, that the two cousins, who were really besties when they were young, but then they each go their separate ways, and they are very different from each other, have to come back and make a final trip to visit her old house in Poland. So that's basically the movie. It's a road trip movie about these two cousins going to the house where her grandmother lived as a kid. And that's actually a very heartwarming story, and the movie is actually very heartwarming. And I have to say that as soon as the movie ended, when I saw the end credits, my initial thought was, wow, I am impressed. And this movie is really impressive. I was really stunned on how good, on how great this movie was, on how beautiful this movie is. And yeah, I did not expect it to like it as much as I do, but it is what it is. And the main reason why I really like this movie so much is that I really think that the balance between the drama and the comedy is top notch. I have not seen much movies with such a top notch, excellent balance between those two genres. Because this movie is very funny. Definitely between our actors Jesse and Kieran, who are excellent in their roles. And as soon as they are on screen, they have this chemistry. You really can say that these characters are cousins, and that they have some past with them, that they know each other, and the chemistry works, and the dialogue works, because these characters are talking with each other, and it's so funny, it's so well written, it's so funnily written that, and the whole audience, because the theater was jam packed with this movie, which for good reason, and the audience was really into the movie. They were laughing at it. I had to laugh many times in this movie. It was just a very great atmosphere to have this to witness this in the theater. So the comedy is fantastic. I really think it's one of the better comedy movies in the past years. And then the movie also knows how to be to hit a mark, to hit a punch, to make the audience silent again. So the excellent thing is that you have the laughter, and then they show us the sadness behind the laughter. Because there are some moments in this movie, like during this road trip, our characters go to places that are very sad places because of what happened in history, and when those characters are at those places, the movie became silent and the audience became silent. And the movie knows how to 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 make the audience silent, and that was so amazing to see. I was looking around and I saw everyone was silent at those sad moments. But also when characters are sad, it really hits us. And then we go back to comedy and we are laughing again, and that balance is just so very well written, and I really love the movie for that. The great sadness in the movie combined with the great laughter, so it's a perfect balance. And also Jesse Eisenberg did an excellent job writing and directing this. He wrote some amazing lines, comedy lines, but also very dramatic lines. His acting is also top notch. There is even a monologue of him in this movie, and that also really hit hard, and it's also so relatable to a lot of people, I can imagine. It's a very well written monologue. But the standout in this movie is actually Kieran Culkin. That was some brilliant performance, and that was wow. He really stole the whole show, and it's really a heartwarming, beautiful story, well written. It's funny at times, sad at times, and great acted by Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin, and I definitely recommend this movie. If you see this movie popping up somewhere in a theater, please check it out. Do yourself a favor and just have a good time with the funny things and with the sad things, and just give yourself a heartwarming treat with this movie. So I definitely recommend this movie. And those were my thoughts on A Real Pain. Always be free to share your thoughts on this movie below in the comments. Would love to read that. And if you want to see more reviews of me in the future, or reviews of the Film Fest Gent movies I'm gonna see, always be free to subscribe to my channel. And till the next time.